This video is about pens. I made this video a few months ago to test out some of my new pens, and I am making this video to try some more new pens and give you guys my thoughts on. This is the highly requested pen ranking part 2. As I did in my last pen video, I'll be ranking the pens worst to best based solely upon my opinions. First things first, we have the Pentel Energel. This is a 0.7 gel pen. The next is the Click pen. I think it's a Bic Click pen. This one is the Field Notes one. After that, the next Bic product is going to be the Bic Crystal Extra Bold. And I'm going to use the black version for this test, just so that the ink is consistent. Next, we have the Zebra G301, again 0.7. Next is another Bic. We have the Bic Gelocity, extra smooth gel pen. Next one we have is the Pilot V7 RT. This one's actually a roller ball, so it's not in the same category, but we're not really basing it on whether it's a ballpoint or a bowl gel pen or a roller ball or whatever. We're just basing it on, how it looks to write with. The next two are a little unconventional. This is actually a pen multi-tool, and then the final pen is the Swiss Champ ink pen. Doesn't look the same as all the others, but it's an ink pen. And this one also writes in blue ink, as we'll see. So, okay, so let's get started on the writing test. First up, we're gonna use the Pentel Energel. Off the bat, it writes really smooth. I'm gonna zoom us in here so we can see a little better, but right off the bat, it writes really smooth. Let's go the alphabet. All right, get a little squiggly line action in there. I'm quite a fan. That's really smooth, and the ink is pretty consistent too on that one. So far, it's the first pen, and it's in first place. Way to go. Okay, the next pen, Field Notes Click pen, or pretty much just a Bic Click, but this is the Field Notes version. I did a video on that up here. Did a whole, I made an 11-minute video about this pen. It was kind of funny because I didn't realize at the time of making that video that this is a very, very basic standard pen. I thought it was like a Field Notes exclusive type of pen, but nah, it's just a pen. First things first, I gotta these types of pens with the oil-based ink, you kinda gotta warm them up a little bit. Click pen. This one is definitely not as good as the Pentel Energel. I'll tell you that with 100% certainty right now. It's not as good. Second place for you, Mr. Click pen. This next one I'm very excited to use. This is the Bic Crystal, which I've tested these in the last video, in the last pen ranking video. This is the 1.6. I was testing, I think it was the 0.7, or like the standard. But just take a look at this. Okay, it's got the little plastic piece on there, so see if we can get it to focus on that. There you go, look how bold that thing is. Look at how bold that thing is. Okay, oh my gosh, this is a ginormous pen tip. So the Bic Crystal, boy oh boy, is that a smooth writing pen. This is super smooth. The feel of this one is really nice. If only it wasn't this type of body. If I could just transplant this part into a different package, boy oh boy. It is the Bic Crystal, so it's not gonna be that beautifully bold gel ink, but it's still gonna be really nice. And this bolder tip allows it to be really nice. Better than the Click pen, I will 100% say. And it's unique because this one versus the others that we've tried so far, this one has a cap. The next pen on the list is the G301, the Zebra G301. Right off the bat, I didn't want to say anything earlier, but when I click this thing, listen to that. It sounds like there's sandpaper up in there, and it makes my spine crawl. I don't like that, but nonetheless, it's a nice small body. Good little baby grip. Let's see how it writes. So far so good. So, this is definitely a pen that I've never used one of these before, except for the yucky click. This click, it makes me sad. Random thoughts about the click, but it's a nice stainless body. The grip is kind of nice. Whoa. The grip is kind of nice in that it's not rubbery grippy. It's just a different texture. Sometimes it's all you need. I mean, the ink looks nice. It's a good looking. I think this is a gel pen. Yes, this is a gel pen. I like this pen. The click bothers me, but that doesn't affect how it writes. It writes really well. I'm quite pleased with this one. I am fully aware that these are all totally different types of pens, but I'm just going based off of my opinion and also just objective how it looks on paper. May not be the most fair, but you know what? This next one is the Bic Gelocity. Okay, let's get on to it. Hey, I'm not gonna lie, that was a pleasant surprise. I really dig the organic shape of this one. Either way, I dig the way it writes. It's real nice. 0.7, real smooth application. How's it jump? It jumps okay. It's kind of a heavier it's a heavier build for a plastic pen. Next pen is this Pilot Precise V7 RT. This is a rollerball. Again, totally different type of pen than the others we've looked at, but still a pen. It still writes with black ink. So we're gonna look at it, dang it. Okay. The thing about this is nice. The tip is different. I mean, obviously it's a different type of tip, but it's interesting. It's a little bit smoother than I anticipated it being. Clearly still not as smooth writing as the others because it's not that same style, but it's still quite nice. It's a little scratchier, but not a bad scratchy, because there's a line between good scratchy and way too scratchy when it comes to a pen, in my opinion. So far, I'm keeping it out of frame on purpose, but so far it's a tight race, I will say that. I've done some flipping and I'm still not confident in my answer, so I may change it up again. The next pen is the multi-tool. So I was gonna go over what's actually on this thing. Of all the pens, this is the most practical one, without question. So first of all, obviously we have the twist to reveal the ink pen. Generally speaking, I'm not a huge fan of this mechanism. I would always prefer a click, but in the context of this machine, it's okay. So we've got that, got the ruler, got the level, got the clip here. There's a stylus on top. Where the stylus lives, you can untwist it, and this is just the cap, but underneath, you've got a couple of different screwdriver bits. You've got a Phillips head here, and a flathead here. So totally niche, totally like, I think it's awesome as a tool. As a pen, okay, so the pen quality, very similar to the Click pen and the Bic Crystal, because obviously they're that type of pen, right? But still, the grip is interesting. It's nice. It's a little odd because of the hexagonal shape of it, but it's still really nice. And it kind of fits in a weird way. I also dig that it's a heavier body. And truth be told, this and then the Swiss Champ pen, these are just kind of for memes, but still, I like this thing. It's a fun pen. It's a cool little thing. So I dig it. I'm really big on it. The final pen is the Swiss Champ pen. It doesn't have any body to it. I guess technically this is the body where it comes out of the end of the knife, but let's try it. Let's try it. So got it. It really just reveals how crappily I hold a pen, but you know, it is what it is. A, B, C, D. Bro, I can hardly even hold this thing. My hands are too big for it. That was fun. This pen, aesthetically, is okay. It's cool. I think it's dope, and it just sneaks and it fits right in here. it's just I don't know what to say about it. It's definitely not the best pen on the list, I'll tell you that much, in terms of pen standards, but I still like it. So now that we've tested all the pens, let's go into the official ranking. Got the official pen ranking, 1 through 8. We're gonna start with 8. This one should come as no surprise. Number 8 is the Swiss Champ ink pen. It's a little guy, but you know what? He put up a good fight. But yeah, it's hard to hold. I can't even lie. It's hard to hang on to. It's one of those for extreme situations. Next, number 7, we have the Click pen. It's just okay. It's good enough. The next one is the multi-tool. As practical a tool as this is, in the ink pen department, leave some to be desired. It's a little nicer than the Click pen in terms of writing, like the writing quality. Number 5 is gonna be the Pilot V7 RT. This made a good name for itself here, because yeah, I really like the way that it writes. It's like scratchy, but it's not too scratchy. It has a nice even application of ink. I don't have any complaints. In my opinion, the top 2 through 4 are the toughest for me. This is I might regret this, but the 1.6 millimeter Bic Crystal is coming in at number 4, and the reason being is it's smooth, it's reliable, it's overall a good pen, but my issue is that it's not as bold, it's not as pretty. And having a bigger tip, I would expect a little bit more, even though it's just like one of those regular oil-based ballpoint type pens. So yeah, I mean, it's a good pen. Number 3, and this is where it kind of gets iffy, because it's the Zebra G301. It was 2, 3, and 4 have been interchanged multiple times throughout this video. This one is up here because it writes nicely. I hate the way it clicks. It's not a satisfying click at all, but we're going based on how it writes. In the way that it writes, it's pretty good. It's very serviceable. Coming in at number 2 is the Bic Gelocity. Really liked this one. Wasn't expecting to like this one as much, but I really like this one. Which leaves the only one left, the Pentel Energel. Managed to be number one the entire way through. This is why I said that 2 through 4 were the tricky ones, because this one to me was like a no-brainer. It writes really, really nicely. I really like writing with this one. This one is truthfully gives the Pilot G2 a run for its money. Let's not go there. Let's not go there. Let's just not go there. This is the official pen ranking for part 2 of my pen ranking videos. Apparently this is going to be a series now. If you want a part 3, just give me more pens. Just give me more pens. Join the Patreon so I can afford more pens. Thanks for checking this one out. Thanks for being here. Say goodbye to the Swiss Champ pen. See you guys next time.